Yep. Oh. Right after I got hit by Artie, too. Wow. Okay. Oh. Yep, just do it. Oh, yep. God damn it. Yep. God damn it. So that was my entire experience with the T-10A. And I know what you guys are probably thinking, that I'm on the hate train for the T-10A. And you might be right. However, this vehicle was meant to be the culmination of all your effort and grind into the battle pass, only to arrive at the finish line just to be disappointed. And it's not the entirety of the vehicle's fault, but the fault of the environment for which it sits in. And that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, to those who are not familiar with any of my videos or my content, this is not something I find myself doing often. Usually, I like to be very positive about the vehicles that I play, but it's something that I just can't seem to find with the T-10A. Looking into the actual vehicle itself, this is a battle rating 7.7 premium heavy tank for the Russians with very similar performance to that of the IS-2, the IS-3, and even the IS-4. It has the same caliber of gun, same shell type, but it's a more mobile platform. And what should have been a good selling point of the vehicle is the fact that it has a 1-point stabilizer similar to that found on the American Shermans. But that is where all the positive bits of the tank stops. The armor is similar to that of the T-10M, though it doesn't hold up quite well against even low-grade HEATFS and even APDS, and seeing how wide the vehicle is and how compact the crew and ammunition are, even carrying 10 shells as a minimum will still result in your utter destruction if anything happens to penetrate your armor, which, believe it or not, will happen more often than you think. So when you look at the end result of all your hard work and grind, you get a vehicle that just doesn't fit well even in its own battle rating, which is kind of bullshit when you look at it, though there are far more efficient premium vehicles at even a lower battle rating that perform way better than the T-10A, such as the IS-6, which we all know how OP that thing can be. And it's not only smaller, but it's more mobile and even has a better turret face, for the most part. When we take a look at some of the heavier vehicles in War Thunder itself, you know, aside from what we just talked about, you take a look at vehicles that really don't have too much of a good place in War Thunder anymore. I mean, not like it used to be, give or take a couple of years ago, before the implementation of APFSDS, when we only had, you know, APCBC, APHE, Solid Shot, and Sabos and HEATFS were very much a rarity up until that point. Heavy tanks really did matter quite a bit. In fact, it was at the time known as the meta of War Thunder, which, of course, kind of talks about the whole dead meta thing, where it just doesn't exist anymore. And yes, there are some exceptions to that, such as the Object 279, which on its own can hold out incredibly well, although that is very much a rare vehicle in a rare situation, if that makes sense, although that vehicle does get destroyed quite often, much like the IS-7, which kind of suffers exactly what this vehicle is at a higher battle rating and is way bigger than this vehicle itself. So it kind of begs the question, is heavy tank gameplay more or less a thing of the past or even extinct? It's remained to be seen, I guess. So would I recommend that you keep grinding for the T-10A? In my honest opinion, absolutely not. In fact, if you were on the fence when it came to buying the premium battle pass, I wouldn't recommend it at all. However, if you are looking for boosters, decals, war bonds, and all the other goodies it offers, and yeah, it's worth the investment in time, but just not for the T-10A. I would only ever recommend the T-10A to those who are avid collectors of fairly rare vehicles, which this will certainly be. I mean, I'm going for it just to collect it, and maybe even fill up my 7.7 Russian lineup, but it is most certainly not a vehicle worth using as a start or even as a flat-out grinding vehicle to get up to the 7.7 battle rating in Russia. And just to add something just a little more personal, I'm not really a huge fan of Gaijin introducing blatantly overpowered vehicles in War Thunder. I mean, we already have enough event vehicles that completely overshadow the performance of tech tree variants. I mean, take the Merkava Mark 3D for the Americans. At one point, that was the only event vehicle to have its penetration values better than that of the tech tree M1A2. Of course, that has changed now with the MA29A1, but when you look at it like that, Gaijin tends to have a trend of introducing very blatantly overpowered vehicles. So it kind of makes me think, how come they decided not to go through with it with this type of implementation that is the battle pass? And I know you guys are probably thinking like, man, that's like some sort of double standard, or that's how it should be, which you are entirely correct. That is exactly how it should be. We should be working towards vehicles that are no better than that's found in the tech tree variants. But it's just not really the case, and I don't look at things for what they should be. I look at them for what they are. And so I want to know what you guys think, and I hope I didn't come off very harsh in the video, and I'd like to know exactly what you think. Will you be grinding for this vehicle? Will you be putting in all the effort just to prove me wrong? Feel free to let me know down in the comment section below, guys, as I look forward to hearing your own opinions on the T-10A itself. And again, I do apologize if I did come off a little rough again, okay, guys? So with all that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this bit of a ranting talking head video. If you guys want to see me play this game live, you know where to find me over on Twitch. Link is down in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you guys there as well. And I hope to see you guys not only in the next videos or even the streams, but in War Thunder itself. Good luck. Have a good grind, guys, and I'll see you next time.